You're up at number 2, Andrew.
Oh, can I give a caveat with this team? Is that okay?
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is your number 1 overall pick, man. Like, you need caveats here.
Pelicans with Zion.
Oh, yeah. So let's be clear about this before you go that far. We're talking like full strength teams, as long as we've seen like a modicum of full strength so far this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Pelicans with Zion is an unbelievable experience because he's got the ball in his hands, and you can feel the fear from the other team through the television as you're watching of like, they just know they're helpless when he's driving. And it's just so much fun watching the Pelicans with Zion there. You have like the Jose Alvarado, like just his like whole vibe, his look. He's got those long braids. I haven't like had a conversation with him, but just watching him interact with people too. Like he's just super down to earth and like super like kind and considerate and fun and energetic. And you're just like, man, I wish we could be best friends, me and Jose Alvarado. Like, I really like that guy. And then when he gets on the court, he's just an absolute pest. He's hitting threes. I love him specifically. I think that he's super fun. But then, like, up and down the roster, they just have guys that come up. Like, CJ McCollum isn't, like, the most fun guy, but he helps kind of keep this group together. Herb Jones, there are a few players that are fun to watch play defense, and you kind of mentioned it earlier, but just watching him, I've seen him defend Shea this season. It was like, holy smokes, like that was an experience.
Yeah.
That dude just knows how to play. He knows how to use his length. He knows how to use his chest. Same with Dyson Daniels, like similar experience there. And then like the look of Jonas Valanciunas as well, like factors in. Like that's a big one for me. Him walking onto the court, you're like, all right, this is business. This is fun. Like
this is business.
He's got the slick back hair, totally into it. I'm big on the Pelicans, and they have like the young guy thing going on too with Dyson Daniels. Even like Jackson Hayes has shown some flashes this year where you're like, I don't know, that guy can just jump out of nowhere. I don't know if he's any good at all, but he can sure jump, and that's pretty fun. So yeah. And then Brandon Ingram too. We haven't even mentioned him, and he's missed a ton of time. But when he plays, he's a joy. And then Trey Murphy, who is not. So have you heard Will Guillory talk about Trey Murphy and how he's not Trey Murphy the third? Have you heard about this?
No. What?
So he's not Trey Murphy the third because his first name is not Trey. His first name is Kenneth.
It's Kenneth, right? Yeah.
Yes. So he's not Trey Murphy the third. He's Kenneth Murphy the third. There's not 3 Trey Murphys. There's 1 Trey Murphy. So we got to stop calling him Trey Murphy the third. That's incorrect. But I also enjoy the stylings of Trey Murphy. So yeah.
Trey Murphy is like a sneaky big part of this because like he just opens the court so much for Zion. Like there's also like something fun to the idea of them having like the 2 biggest bullies on the block every time they play someone if they want to, because Jonas is fucking huge. Like he's if people haven't seen Jonas Valanciunas like in person before, it's kind of hard to explain how he's just big.
He's
like
big.
Like Yusuf Nurkic is like another guy that's big. Like I feel like when I see Jonas, I'm like, you are even bigger. Like I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I know that like Nurkic is probably like wider and thicker, but like he's just a big dude, and like you can throw him. Like he just goes through bigger guys. Like he goes like there was a game against the Rockets earlier this year. Like he just plowed through Alperen Şengün. Like he wasn't even there, and it's just like, wait, what now? Like how is this happening? Like there's just something to the idea of like being the biggest bullies. And like, I feel like they're skilled and they're talented, but they're also just like the biggest bullies. Like they're super physical defensively with Dyson Daniels and Herb Jones and like Jose Alvarado. And then they're going to bully you to the rim. And like, you know, Brandon Ingram's going to back you down and try and get you into that mid-range area. CJ McCollum is going to, you know, play his skill game. I don't know. Like there's a lot of skill to it, but like, I appreciate how much they bully teams kind of.
Yeah. And they're 12th in total clutch time minutes too. So like they're playing a decent amount of clutch time games as well. And you've got to have that going on too to get you on this list. Like, you got to play some close games, and there's been some fun games. I just need them to get healthy. Like, let's just get healthy, especially for the playoffs. I just need to see Zion in the playoffs. I just need to see how teams will scheme for him. So that's my one request for the playoffs this year. Like, just get me some Zion games.